keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burby's 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Namaste. It is 19 hours 21 in Guyana, right across the Eastern Caribbean. Time for your Monday, August 8th edition of the Lall Show, where we tell it as it is. And of course, you know, we come here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and do just that with a rebroadcast every day at 11 and on Sundays at 11, 4, and 7. With that said, I now hand you over to the man of the moment. Just for a point of note before I do such, those numbers to contact us on this evening: 226-745-324, 622-2222, or 624-6456. With that in mind, sir, namaste, and the floor is yours.
Namaste, Josh.
Namaste.
Tonight's program will be very short. I want to make it very quick because I went to a wedding yesterday and I had a good time. And I had 7 curry. Today you have meat. I don't want to leave that meat. You know, I start eating back meat now, so I have to go and get that meat. And my friend who has the wedding, he cooked himself.
Nice.
Man, a fantastic cook. Can't miss that, Josh. I'm not going to miss that. So I'm going to try to make it snappy tonight. Okay. I'm going to take 2 calls.
Okay.
624-6456, 622-222, WhatsApp. The first 2 that comes in, we'll take them. As soon as we said, good night and God bless, right?
No problem.
With that, I say namaste to all you wonderful people. Thanks for listening. And I think we should begin. We should get going with tonight's program, Josh.
Yes.
You know, every program that I do upsets people, Josh. It send up. I send up people blood pressure. I make their blood boil. After the program Friday, guess what happened, Josh? I received a call where a gentleman said to me, Glenn, every time I listen to your program, my blood pressure goes up and my blood in my body boils up. Oh, the gentleman sounded very enraged, ready for a war. I only hope he's not ready for a war with me, and he's ready for a war with the right people. You know, I felt so sorry for the gentleman. I said, brother, just don't listen sometimes if you don't want your blood pressure to go up or your blood boil. I slept with that gentleman on my mind and said, tonight, Josh, I will not send up anybody blood pressure, engage them or upset them. Tonight's program, I want all of you to laugh. I want to make you happy. Although things are not going in your favor for now, Josh, I want you to be happy. And I want everybody else to be happy. Because I know in my heart things will go and grow in our favor eventually. In time to come, good must come and evil must go. Evil can never outride or outrun good. Good will always run evil out. Evil oil companies and evil politicians must go. They have to go. So, here is the first laugh for tonight, Joshua. On my program last week, I told you guys how a company that was only registered in this country 6 weeks was granted 700 acres of our prime estate land at Wales on the west bank of Demerara. The owner had promised the coalition government at the time to do a coconut farm that will supply the oil and rigs and export coconut water to Dominican Republic. That is how they get the Granger government to give them the 700-acre land. Well, Jagdeo went to Potentia last week. That's on right at Wales, Saturday, and told the people that he will take back the land from the company because the owner didn't even plant a single coconut tree on it for 5 years now. Josh, isn't that good news to smile about, man? At least the land is coming back into our hands in which it can be properly sold so that all of us can benefit from our rightful share. By the way, Josh, that 700 acre of land were given out by the coalition government with a 20-year lease for the coconut farm, he promised. But you heard it yourself. Not one coconut plant, not one was planted there. I only hope, Joshua, that company didn't turn around and sell it because whoever buy it is in trouble. You understand? He's in trouble. But I am going to smile. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I'm going to smile, Josh, because this is a beautiful development. And you know what? I am happy that somebody is actually listening to the program. You know who I'm talking about? Yes. That they can make these type of a bold move to go and take back the land. I only hope they make the same bold move with our oil blocks. What do you say, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'll be laughing in my sleep if ever that, or when that happens. Bernard, thank you for coming late tonight. I'll be paying you just like the public servants being paid when they arrive late. I'm happy that I can make you smile, make you laugh too. And let me share another laugh with you people. Jagdeo, who has been singing for a while now that he will not change or renegotiate the Exxon contract, has suddenly changed that tune. He went to Potentia, same Potentia, Wales, West Bank, Demerara, on Saturday, and told the audience the ExxonMobil contract was bad. Bernard, when I heard Jagdeo say the ExxonMobil contract was bad, I was like, what? Like he mean business.
Give you hope, huh?
But you know, Bernard, when he went on, he wiped away that hyped up feeling in me when he said, we have to change it. Yes, not now, in the future. You hear that? We have to change it. Not now, but in the future.
You know he's going to be there in the future. How long he's going to be
Yes, but we are not going to renegotiate now. We're going to do it in the future. Uncle, you guys laughing? I tell you guys, you got to laugh tonight. I'll play him for you guys to hear exactly what he said, man. Could you play that little tape for them? I like to play him. Technology today is the greatest thing ever happened.
So on the one hand, you see Rystad Energy and Exxon trying to prove that they're the best thing for Guyana, which is not so. The contract was bad. We'd have to change it in the future, but we're not going to renegotiate now.
Play it back again for me, please. These people hear this man himself. Play it back.
So on the one hand, you see Rystad Energy and Exxon trying to prove that they're the best thing for Guyana, which is not so. The contract was bad. We'd have to change it in the future, but we're not going to renegotiate now.
Contract was bad. We have to change the contract. We're going to do it in the future, but we're not going to do it now. That was the voice of our Vice President, Bharat Jagdeo, Saturday gone at Wales on the west bank of Demerara. Bernard, imagine you have a beautiful young daughter and a big man would brutalize a set of young girls and leave them with children to starve. Now end up with your pretty young daughter and daddy telling the family he will ask the man to marry her, but not now, but later, in the future. That gotta be a very loving and caring father. Bernard?
Definitely.
What you say there, Josh?
Yes.
He will allow the man to impregnate and brutalize this daughter and leave her with kids to starve, just like what he did to the others. And that is acceptable to the father. Uncle and auntie, namaste. That is the same story Jagdeo wants to sell all of us with that Exxon contract. The Exxon contract is bad. We have to change it in the future, but we are not going to renegotiate it now. Not now. He would allow ExxonMobil to continue to steal our resources, violate our patrimony, shortchange us with our entitlements from the oil. This is what this man is saying he will fix later. At present, ExxonMobil and the others are brutalizing every citizen of this country, uncle and auntie, with that contract. And our Vice President Jagdeo telling us it will change, but not now. It will change in the future. Should I ask Mr. Jagdeo what he means by it will change in the future?
Who will change it?
Huh? When is the future, uncle and auntie? Can somebody tell me? When everything is finished? When there is nothing left in the oil basin out there in the Stabroek Block? Joshua? When is this future? There are the types of questions, uncle. These are the type of questions, auntie, you guys should have to confront them with when they come around you to tell you this Jim Cock McRam goat story. You people have to wake up and let them know that the contract has to be changed now. Not tomorrow, uncle. Not in the future, but now. The contract has to be renegotiated now, uncle and auntie. You have listened to Jagdeo's own words. He knows the contract is bad, and he said that. He tells us it's bad. President Ali and many other government officials acknowledge and have said it publicly that Exxon contract is the worst ever in the history of the oil contracts. President Ali, exact words. We should not be holding the wrong end of the stick, and everything is on the table. His words that, uncle. So what are they waiting for? What are they waiting for when everything's on the table, Bernard? Why are we hearing from Jagdeo in the future and not now?
Promises a comfort of food.
Huh? Seeing that everything is on the table. Can anybody help me here, man? Can you guys help me to understand what is going on, uncle? Bernard, you can help me?
No, sir. Sorry.
The new song, this new song, Jagdeo, singing about this contract, Bernard, is only to make people feel nice.
Definitely.
You know?
Full of fast and
Yes, it's only for make we feel nice. When you read and understand this man, it's only for make we feel nice. He make them people feel nice. Oh, the contract bad. We're going to negotiate, but I know. And the people clapping. Yes, got them clapping. Jagdeo and the government know the whole world is watching and talking about this one-sided oil contract. Them also know, Bernard, that this oil deal is on everybody's lips in the country, and the pressure is building on the ground to have it renegotiated.
people are waking up, yes.
Yes. So don't be surprised if you hear Norton jump on Jagdeo bandwagon and call for a change to the contract. But also in the future. Don't be surprised. Because people are beginning to wake up. And people are shouting at them. People are calling out of them. You understand? So maybe they're going to say, well, we're going to change it. It's bad. We understand it's bad. But we'll change it in the future. It is clear, Bernard, when you listen to Jagdeo, they realize that pressure to change a contract is mounting, and the people of this country will not sit back idle or silent and allow Guyana to become another poverty-stricken Africa.
Definitely.
We will not.
Speak it up about it.
Glenn Lall, y'all know him? Yes. Glenn Lall, I know him well. As a citizen and as the owner, shareholder of this country's wealth, will never stay silent with that empty promise Jagdeo made at potential last Saturday. No, Vice President. Your words have no weight, have little to no trust. And most of all, what you said there about changing it in the future is not even a false promise. It's a pig. It's a pig you trying to dress up with powder and lipstick to sell us. You have done that all your life on every project you were in charge of. To use President Ali's own words, back again, Guyanese end up holding the wrong end of the stick on every project. Yes, on every project Mr. Jagdeo was involved or in charge with.
I have a question.
You got a question for me? Go ahead, man.
Is there one project that Jagdeo ever did the right to benefit this country?
Not a single project. President Jagdeo under him, or when he was advisor, or under his stewardship now as vice president. You hear me? None has become flourishing or beneficial to this country and its people. Not one of them. And Joshua,
Yes.
I dare anyone to prove otherwise, including Bara Jagdeo. Let him tell us anywhere he wants to go. He promised to come on the radio. I'm waiting on him. When he come, I'm going to ask him that question. And this is an upfront question. To name a single project that has been successful in this country for the last, 30 years.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
But the vice president will not be taken for a ride. We will not be taken for a ride with more false hopes and promises, Mr. Jagdeo. No. You got to stop it. Changes to the ExxonMobil contract got to be done. And it got to be done quickly, Bernard.
Definitely.
And that has to begin today. We cannot wait for tomorrow, Mr. Jagdeo. Much less wait for the unknown future. No, brother, no. We want our future to be secured today. Now, I mean. What do you say? What do you say, Bernard? I want my future our future, this country's future, the people of this country's future secured today, brother?
People needs it, they're suffering.
Huh?
Yes.
You can smile for that, right, uncle? And to the gentleman who called me and said his blood boiling, I think you should smile for that, man. Don't get upset. We have to get our rightful share from the beginning, Mr. Jagdeo, not the end. You agree with me, Bernard?
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
It's too late already. It's 5 years we pumping oil already. Or 3 years or whatever.
3 years.
3 years.
I have been to Africa and have seen it for myself, Auntie, how the corrupt African leaders sell out their country's wealth to foreigners like ExxonMobil and others, and turn around selling their people false hopes and dreams with all kinds of promises. Yeah, man, I've been there and I see it. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is elections in Kenya. The president of Kenya is not running back. The vice president of Kenya is running against the president. Yes. The president joined with the opposition to fight against his deputy president tomorrow. And you may want to know or ask, well, how come the vice president running against the president of the country who's supporting the opposition and the president didn't fire him? Well, the Kenyan constitution states that the vice president is independent. Nobody can remove him. That's how he is so bold to say he's running against his president. You hear that or not? Well, tomorrow is election, and I'll give you a little update on it. Both of them they are promising the nation all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, the vice president of Kenya exposed the president and some of his ministers for thieving, wholesale thieving in Kenya. But because of his position, and they can't remove him, the president can't remove him, he got some of the government people to support him. So at least you can see you have some good and some bad. I'll give you an update on that. Man, that is what Jagdev is trying to do right now with us. Selling us dreams. Telling us that the ExxonMobil contract will be changed. Not now, but later. Yes, later into the future. That is what you call selling false hopes, Bernard. False hopes and dreams to a country. Stop playing these games, these tricky games to the people of this country and get the contract changed, Mr. Jagdeo. Are you with me, Bernard?
Definitely.
Are you upset with me, Auntie? Or are you guys smiling with me, man? Huh? Thank you for smiling, because I could laugh. I got to go to a Kangan, right? And I promised to be short, so I'm going to try to finish here now. The politicians believe, Bernard, that this country is a 7-day wonder. So they can get away with their corrupt transactions after the 7-day blow over. But let me tell the politicians this one, especially our vice president, the man who President Ali put in charge of this oil sector and oil contract. Let me tell you guys, no, it's not a 7-day wonder or a 7-day blow over. It's a monster growing every minute of the day in this country. And until we get it fixed, and fixed properly, in which me or I, Lall, is satisfied that I am getting my fair and rightful share of this wealth that belongs to me and my family, Bernard, this mouth will never be closed. And that is my promise to all of you, Uncle and Auntie. Yes, that's my promise. I hope all of you are with me on that. And smile with me on that too. But are you with me on that one?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on and close it off. When your politicians, Uncle, is not forthright, playing games with words to trick you into believing that everything is smooth, everything is in order, everything is fine, we are looking out for you, we got your back, we got you covered, we're working to ensure that your interests is well protected and safeguarded. You really got to keep your head on with these guys. You have to. They are very good in deceiving you with half-truths that you should not trust or rely on. And I want to share a quick example. I want to share the story with you people so you understand where I'm coming from and what I'm saying. I do not read the Guyana Chronicle and the Guyana Times newspaper. But now and again, I glance at them online. And the reason I do, not to entertain my eyes in the pages, is because they offend me with their twisted half-truths and misrepresentation of the facts. Bernard, I'll share an example. Last Saturday, same Saturday that I talk about, while our vice president was busy selling a false hope with that promise to the audience at Potentia, the government paper was not telling the nation the whole truth with a big headline on the front page. All EEPGL permits covered by insurance appeared on the front page of the Chronicle, Bernard. The newspaper is telling the Guyanese people that Guyana is covered by insurance from the 3 oil companies pumping oil out there, Uncle. Hear that? The headline of the Chronicle: all EEPGL permits covered by insurance. That's a big bold headline them had there, telling this country that we are covered with insurance by the 3 oil companies working out there. Bernard, that is what you call half-truth, or half of the facts. The other half, the most important half, was not in the story. And that is what I want to tell you people, the other half of the story. Yes, EEPGL, the 3 oil companies partnership, give Guyana insurance. But what is the amount of insurance coverage we have they give us? That is the big question. Can that sum cover compensation for damages and destruction from an oil spill? Absolutely no, Uncle. No. No. The insurance that the Guyana Chronicle talked about, Uncle, would not even be able to cover or buy back the clothes we are wearing on our backs, much less our livelihood. But this is the message the government are proud to put out on the Guyana Chronicle front page to mislead you, making you think that you are well protected by insurance when you are not. And the little insurance coverage that the Guyana Chronicle talk about, Uncle, if there's an oil spill, the oil companies have to decide whether they were negligible or not. And they will have to decide whether the insurance company pay Guyana or not. You hear that? All that is part of the policy. Long story short, uncle, the oil company give you a $2 insurance for $1 trillion damage, but still have the key in their hands to tell the insurance company whether to pay Guyana or don't pay Guyana the $2. And that is what President Ali and Jagdeo, along with Norton, Ramjatan, yes, and Ramjatan, have the Guyana Chronicle selling this country so boldly on its front page, uncle. Misrepresentation, misinformation, half truth, half facts. The whole world is telling Guyana to ensure that we get full liability coverage from the parent companies of ExxonMobil and the two others that is working out there with them for a major oil spill. And you leader, Vice President Jagdeo, dancing with that. Keep approving projects upon projects without getting full protection of your future. Man, Bernard, you got to smile for that, man. Why? Oh, thank you, you're smiling. Because I see you looking serious, you know. After all, the Guyana Chronicle said all EEPGL permits covered by insurance. Adam said that, not Glenn?
You have to be happy.
You have it on the front page there, you put it on the paper there. It's there, play it, put it there, let people see it. Saturday, front page. The former head of the EPA, Dr. Vincent Adams, who know the right thing and was fighting for the right thing for all of us and this country. Jagdeo fired him and said he is lying. You hear, Bernard? This man forced Exxon to agree, to accept and to pay for any damages in excess of the little insurance I just talked about that they gave us. But now Jagdeo is saying how the man is lying. You hear that? Instead, he support this Guyanese for standing up for Guyana. He cussing down the man for ExxonMobil interests. Not me and you and uncle and auntie. Oh, brother. You guys understand what I'm saying here, man? Bernard, I'm making it very clear. You know, he cussing down a man who fighting, who said he had ExxonMobil by their B, in which they had to sign and send back that document accepting liability, full liability for, or in excess what the insurance can't cover. And Jagdeo telling the man he's lying before he side with the man and fight for Guyana's protection. He cussing on the man, say, I'm not he fired the man. It's sad. But I will smile tonight because I got to go to this Kangan. Let me share another story. This one I'm about to tell. Man, had me laughing in my sleep last night. The whole world knew that flaring, burning the gas, juicing out there with the oil is illegal. It is harmful and detrimental to the universe and the entire environment, man. All over the world, oil companies are being fined and the brakes put on them. In Guyana, uncle, the fine Jagdeo have ExxonMobil paying is encouraging them to flare because it is profitable for the oil companies to keep on flaring, uncle. Bernard, you got to hear this story, Bernard. You got to hear this story. And you have to smile or laugh with me. Every dollar the oil companies pay Guyana for flaring, the oil company make $35. You didn't hear me, man.
I gotta repeat again.
Every dollar them pay Guyana for flaring, the oil company make $35 profit. Who don't want to pay $1 fine for breaking the law and making $35? You know anybody or not? That is not a sweetheart deal. I don't know what to call that, Bernard. No business on earth gives you that kind of profit today.
That's what I want to do.
None. I don't care if you deal with cocaine or ganja or heroin. None can give you that. Invest $1, destroying the whole environment and making $35, man. Huh? And Jack Dale proud to say he increased ExxonMobil fee by $5, Bernard. Imagine the $5 increase. This financial guru boasting about he put on ExxonMobil. I'm Guyana collecting $1 while Exxon walking away with $35. When Guyana gets $12,000 a day for flaring, uncle, ExxonMobil gets $700,000 US. $300,000 short, $1 million US a day. You hear me? You hear the amount of money there?
Who would give up a deal like that?
Do the maths, uncle, and you will see what we get in a year as to what ExxonMobil gets. If we get $12,000 a day, 1 year of 4.4 million US, and ExxonMobil get 255 million US. That's one whole Harbour Bridge money. Them get for breaking the laws and destroying the environment. How you like that, man? 255 million a year. And we have to borrow 260 for Billa Bridge. Hey, the Demerara Harbour Bridge. You gotta love these people, right? And you gotta laugh, uncle. This is what Jack Dale allowing the ExxonMobil team to do. Simply put, uncle, Exxon taking our oil wealth, breaking the laws of Guyana, destroying our environment, making big profits, while throwing little pocket change to us from our own oil. How you love that? You like that, Bernard? Smile with me, man. A man called me on the phone and said, Glenn, reading your Kaieteur news all these years and listening to the radio programs now, I conclude that some of these politicians have actually come to believe that every $1 million they make, whether they thief it, get it in perks, or collect it as gifts, will extend their lives by a full year. I had to laugh when I hear that. Oh gosh, maybe this is why the chronic corruption cannot stop. And I ain't calling no name. That man is correct, eh?
Definitely.
Every Guyanese already fully well know who they are. At the end of the program, I will leave a 2-minute tape for you guys to listen to. Please listen to it carefully. The speaker is a member of parliament in Singapore. Singapore, uncle, gained independence same time like Guyana. Singapore GDP was the same as Guyana at that time. They were without gold, had no gold, they have no diamond, no bauxite, without any valuable minerals, man. And most importantly, without oil. Today, their GDP is 10 times more than Guyana. And they are in the top 5 countries in the world, uncle. And they have come from nothing. Absolutely nothing. Where Guyana is. The people that are 10 times better than we. Rated number 5 in the world for development and class. I wish some of you could see the city of Singapore. It's one of the best anywhere in the world. I have to pass through Singapore on my next vacation to bring back to all of you their success story, which of course I already have a good understanding of. And I don't have to tell you what put them there, uncle. Or you want to hear, man? Bernard, you want to hear?
Yes, sir. I hear.
Trusted leaders, uncle. Trusted leaders, auntie. Leaders who wanted the best for their people. Leaders who wanted to see the country and their people prosper and develop, and not their own bank books or that of their families, uncle and auntie. Yes, trusted people, leaders they had there. That is what have Singapore where it is today. Look what we have. Since then, how much gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese we have, timber, now we have oil. Now we are rated the fastest growing economy on earth. Where are we? Where are we? So please, I'm going to play that tape for you guys. Please listen to it carefully. Our president told Stabrook News today that time is running out on CGX for the submission of their plan on building a deep water port in Berbice. He said if they can't deliver the plan on time, Abu Dhabi and locals, yes, are interested in doing it. When I saw it, I smiled. He said he's holding CGX to their agreement. Uncle, he was very proud to tell the Stabrook News how CGX already had to relinquish portions of the oil blocks in the Demerara and the quarantine. We have a bill, uncle, from these people for 155,000 US for a dry hole in the quarantine block. You hear that? They gave up, and we got a bill there that we have to pay to CGX. I had a smile and laugh after reading that though, and said to myself, what a wonderful world. You know the song? I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Oh boy. Yes, and I said to myself, what a wonderful world. I see the president jump up like a roaring tiger on CGX. Yes. Catch the deadline or you lose it. That's what he tells CGX. Yes. Just in case you're sailing, uncle and auntie, CGX is an oil company that was given the quarantine and the Berbice oil block. Yes. And they were supposed to give up, which they did, give up parts of the oil block already. And they are going to build, they wanted to build a deep water port. They were supposed to submit a plan. They had a deadline to submit a plan to the government. And they are running late. So our president is saying, you better hurry up because Abu Dhabi and other people want to get into it. If not, we'll take it away. Yes. The man jumped up like a roaring tiger on CGX. Catch the deadline or you lose it. Somebody else waiting in the line for it. But when it comes to ExxonMobil, uncle, hear me? When it comes to ExxonMobil and the Stabroek Block, he's a meow. He's like a meow, like a pussycat. ExxonMobil, that has 600 of our most valuable oil blocks, has broken all the agreements you can think of, including the relinquishment of portions of the oil block. Yes. Me ain't hear the roaring tiger. Yes. I ain't hear the meow pussycat on ExxonMobil contract. Uncle, Exxon contract has provision that allows President Ali to extend Exxon hold on the Stabroek Block for longer than the laws allow. You heard about that? The contract also states that if they want, they can extend the hold on the oil blocks for as long as ExxonMobil wants. All the oil blocks have to give up 20-25% every 3 to 4 years once nothing is done on them. All the rest of the oil companies already give up what they were supposed to give back to Guyana. ExxonMobil, with the largest chunk, is still to give back Guyana 1 acre of the 6.6 million acres granted to them illegally. You hear me about that? ExxonMobil is yet to give back 1 single acre of the 6.6 million granted to them illegally. Man, Exxon got to be doing something that the Guyanese people doesn't know, to our politicians. To allow that to happen. They got to be holding secrets for the politicians of this country. And I mean deep secrets.
Dark secrets.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, uncle. I just can't say it openly. But I can share this with y'all. Since 1999, and please pay keen attention to this one, because I'm ending my tonight's program now. Since 1999, ExxonMobil was given the entire Stabroek Block, which had included the Kaieteur and the Kanji oil blocks. Because of the relinquishment clause in the 1999 agreement signed by Janet Jagan, Exxon was forced to give up both Kaieteur and Kanji back to the government of Guyana. Am I clear, Bernard?
And whose hand did they end up in?
Yes, they were forced to give back the Kaieteur and Kanji as part of their relinquishment in the 1999 agreement. I am told, uncle, carefully listen, because I'm going to laugh. I am told ExxonMobil wanted to buy it back from the government at the time. It was under the PPP. I can't prove that. I was just told that. I was trying to get a document where Exxon wrote the government officially to buy back the 2 oil blocks. But the PPP never sold it to them. Lo and behold, uncle and auntie, it gone in other people's hand for nothing. You reading there? Anybody reading through the line there? You guys listening keenly to me, man? You understand what's going on here? Then the people who get it end up selling it out piece by piece. And guess who buy the biggest piece? The one and only Massa of Guyana, of today's Guyana. ExxonMobil, the new Massa. Them own the biggest piece. And they are now the boss. And now, they are not only the boss for Stabroek, but also the kanji and the Kaieteur blocks because of having the largest shares
Who they pay the
in
money
both
to?
of them.
Who they pay the money to?
You're asking me questions that I can't answer. Where that leaves me and you, uncle, is what me and you get from these oil blocks. I'm just asking. The Stabroek block, let me repeat, is 6.6 million acre. The Kaieteur and the Kanji is 4.8 million acre. All is in the hands of our new today massa. Yes, today's massa, ExxonMobil. Hey, I love this country. The 7-day wonder for some people. Hear that? They believe that that would have become a 7-day wonder. But I want you guys to know, it will never be a 7-day wonder for Glen Lall. You guys need to know that I have good memory. I got sick back in December. Yeah, but I didn't lose my memory. I got to tell a story on that soon. About a doctor. That will be the sweetest story Guyana will hear. I didn't lose my memory, you know. Just telling you. And I'm talking to the politicians who was praying that Glen Lall lose his memory. And what happened at the hospital. I will have to tell all Guyana that dirty story. I'm just waiting at the opportune time. Let me continue with my story and end. The Kanji oil block was given away to a company in March 2015. March, just 2-3 months before the 2015 election, by Donald Ramatar presidency, under his presidency. Within a matter of weeks, uncle and auntie, the owners sold almost all of it and kept a small portion. The company made big money from the sale of 87.5% of the oil block. What Guyana got out of the sale? Absolutely nothing. Guyana didn't even get the capital gains tax because of how and where the sale took place. The oil block was transferred to Canada, then sold, uncle. So Canada got taxes on our oil blocks instead of we, the owner, Guyana. How do you like that?
Wonderful country.
They transfer it, you understand, to Canada and then start sell it from Canada. So Canada, one that never owned anything, end up getting tax from we oil block. You gotta love these people, eh?
Very much. It's not a secret.
You want to hear more or you want me to call it off? Let me get a little piece more then. Let me get a little piece more of the Kanji oil block deal. We have a bill, Bernard. We have a bill, $100 million bill, sitting on our backs, giving to us by that company as pre-contract costs. Bernard, do you understand what I'm saying there? Joshua?
Yes, sir.
The Kanji oil block gone. And you are left. You are left. Or the owners left 100 million US dollar. Them said them spend on the oil block before they sold it. And that bill there on Guyana back. Man, Bernard was the only doctor who hand in the water when they get it black. You know? And send a bill to Guyana for 100 million. And we have to pay them. We have to pay them. I remember, Bernard, when my reporter called Yuli Nelson and Nicholas Chongasang, two Guyanese that received the oil block. One of them said he's in traffic driving and can't hear good. We must call him back. And the other one said He can't remember nothing about the oil block. It was too long. It was long ago. He tell the reporter, he can't remember. We have never heard back from Nicholas Chongasang or Yuli Nelson. Nicholas Chongasang used to work at GGMC. And Nelson used to be part of the government system. You hear that? you never hear back from them.
And they have magically the whole oil block.
Oh. It's not strangers I'm talking about, you know, Uncle and Auntie. Guyanese living right here, telling my reporter, the press, he not hearing good. And the other one say he can't remember.
A whole oil block he get each other.
Yes, he can't remember how billions of US dollar worth in an oil block came in their hands.
I guess he has got every month he has
Eh?
got one.
You think, Bernard, for a moment, if they were asked how much they sold the Kanji block for, and who got the money, or where it is banked, the reporter would have get an answer. I'm just asking to see how smart you be, man. How I can't ask a question. Huh? Let me share this one. Let me share that a little piece story with the Kaieteur block. With an estimate. The Kaieteur oil block with an estimate of 2.1 billion barrel of crude ended up in the hands of a man named Ryan Pereira, trading under the name of Catalia Energy Corporation in 2015, April of 2015. Parts of this block, Bernard, was also quickly sold out. Again, to the Massa, Guyana new king, ExxonMobil, or the Emperor of Guyana. What did we get from this one? Same thing like the Kanji. The Canadians get taxes from our asset. Like the $100 million sitting on our backs that we owe Kanji owners. Man, the owners of the Kaieteur block also throw a bill per week for 31 point something million US dollar. That money is also sitting on our backs. You know when if somebody had told me this, what I'm telling this nation, I would have wanted to really and I think I'd end up in jail because I would have beat up the person.
Yes.
You know?
Talking shit with this.
I would have never believed that these things happen in this country.
Yep.
Uncle and Auntie, you guys see I keep my promise? Huh? I didn't make your blood pressure go up. You know? I had you guys laughing, didn't I?
Definitely.
Huh?
At least we ain't calling with you.
So let me say namaste. God bless you guys. I'm going to shake my waist a little bit at the Kangan. But please, after listening to this 3.5 minute tape, I'll take 2 questions before I leave. I promise. So could you please play that tape quickly?
Yes.
Take your time and listen.
Let me remind you.
And for those who are on YouTube and Facebook, the link is posted there. Please listen to it. Go ahead, play.
But we
Makampadi. He said, the ones who are supposed to be safeguarding the rice is eating it. Man said once corrupt people get into position, you're done with. Wow. I'll be playing back that tape for quite a while into the future until it sink in to the Guyanese people's head what that member of parliament just said there. It's very, very, very deep and important to a country like Guyana. Once corrupt persons get into position, your country is done with. The man said in countries, when police in cahoots with the criminals and you end up with a problem, you don't know whether to go to the police station or run away from the police station. With that, I think I'm going to take the two calls and leave for my kangan. Congratulations, bride and groom, once again, from myself and family, and the Kaieteur family.
Yes.
So, 622-2222, 624-6456. I'm holding the phone in my hand. 2 calls, none coming through. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gone. Bernard, you want to say anything? You want in a minute?
Before we
Nah,
wrap things up?
I'm not in a happy mood tonight. I'm laughing at you. I ain't got nothing happy to say. Like, before people chase me tonight, let me just say nothing. So let's keep the happy
you could
mood
laugh,
tonight.
man. At least you could laugh.
No. We laughing. That's what we can do. We laughing tonight. So.
Huh? Well, I'm happy that I made them laugh. Right? And they're not upset to call and abuse me, because as soon as I came off the phone, the phone rang, and the gentleman said, I have his blood boiling. So,
Let me hope your leaders give
Go
you
ahead.
a nice Christmas present so we can laugh. Because let me hope, when we hope Vice President Jack, they say when we go renegotiate in the future, let me hope the future is Christmas time. So let me renegotiate by Christmas time before you approve the next project. And we give you a nice gift for Christmas present. So let me hope that so we keep in a happy mood.
Bernard, I don't care if I got to come out on Christmas morning
Like you did the last one.
to protest.
Like
The
you did last year.
Yeah, last Christmas I came out for a program. I don't care if I got to walk the streets Christmas morning. I will. Protesting for my rightful share and that of my children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren to come. I don't have any, but I'm positive I'm going to get.
Yeah, man. So let's hope
Well, we have to
it
get
means in
change.
near future. Let's hope it means
We
in near
have to
future.
get change. With that said, the phone was open, the phone's still open, and we say good night and God bless you guys.
Good night, everyone.
But we may be